Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. I say good afternoon from southeast sunny London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping. Otherwise, in the English Premier League, it's currently Manchester United 2, Everton nil. So, it is good afternoon from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, otherwise short for Delit London Gooner. Space Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. Excuse me. Now I do apologise to all football human beings for a no-show. I was meant to show up at 6:30 last night, yesterday evening. Well, I decided to go bed early. I was just too tired, and plus, I have a lot of personal circumstances on my mind. So please bear with me in such a difficult time. But that being said, I'm here to do the preview of our game today at the Emirates, which involves Arsenal v Brentford, the Gunners versus the Bees, Mikel Arteta versus Thomas Frank, and 3 points is what we're playing for. Other than that, this is a fixture that we drew 1-1. Part of the fixture, part of the reason why we didn't get over the line. Brentford that day were magnificent. They defended well, played to their strengths. And another day, they could have nicked the 3 points, if the truth be told, because we didn't play that particularly well. Not as well as recently. Recent as 7 games. The last 7 games, we've won them, scoring 31 league goals, conceded 3 league goals. We are going into this game in splendid form, high in confidence, and just looking to make an impact, as we've been doing in the last 7 games. Now, for me, there is no excuses for not beating Brentford, with the greatest respect to the Bees. We are favourites. I don't see why we can't win this by 2 to 3 clear goals without sounding arrogant, let alone cocky. I feel that we've got it in us to get the job done. We've been getting the job done in style. We've got goals all over the team. But when I look at what we're doing so far, up until the part where we've come back from Dubai, I look at the West Ham game, the Burnley game away, and the Sheffield United game away, and I've said to myself, what if we had a clinical number 9 goal-scoring killer? Teams would definitely really fear us. Are we a threat in the Champions League? A pundit recently come out and said Manchester City, the reigning champions, would not want to bump into us. Yeah, well, I'm not entirely convinced on a longer scale that we are a fear for Man City. Let's be real. They have got a monstrous squad. They've got a monstrous striker and a top world-class number 10. But that being said, we are playing splendidly well, and we're going to continue this vine-rich frame of form going into today's game. We're boasted with players coming back from injury. Ewan Timber's training. I believe Takehiro Tomiyasu is training. I believe, well, I see Jesus come on, not make a great impact. You can see that he looked very rusty. Thomas Partey looked rusty in places as well. He really struggled to really get into the game as such. But towards the end of the game, he looked a little bit more comfortable, but he was rusty. And the bench on Monday night was absolutely the best I've seen all season. Now, we got to carry this form on, and Brentford, they're going to be overwhelming underdogs against the overwhelming favourites. I've got a score prediction. Maybe we'll win this by 2 to 4 clear goals. If you're watching this, give me your score prediction, or it can be a prediction of how many corners in the game, prediction of a penalty, prediction of a yellow or a red card. Give me your score prediction in the comment section below. But firstly, before I get into picking my starting 11, my 9 substitutes and the formation, make sure that you show me love, joy, and respect by smashing the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Left, right, and center. Show me love, joy, and respect by sharing this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends or your relatives, yeah? Smash the thumbs share button for me, yeah? And if you're watching me for the first time on this channel, welcome on board. Doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, what gender you are, race, etc. Smash the share button for me, yeah? Especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? And tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives. On top of that, in the comment section, I already say leave your score prediction. Give me your thoughts of the team you would go with, the 9 substitution. Give me your thoughts of the formation. Would you change formation? Would you keep the same team that destroyed Sheffield United on Monday? I know what I will do. Leave it in the comment section below. And on top of that, yeah, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Smash that sub button for me, yeah? Left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately, yeah? My aim is to get to 1,000 subscribers sometime this year. So get subscribing to the channel, yeah? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately, yeah? My aim is to make this channel grow. And if you do subscribe, like I did the other day, I shout you out, yeah? I think he goes by the name of Zinu Adir or Adir. Shout out to yourself for subscribing to the channel. And shout out to one viewer who's just joined. Oh, he or she's just come off the channel. Even though it's for a few seconds, shout out to yourself. So get subscribing, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of that for me. Right, let's kick off with the starting 11 that I will go with. 4-3-3 formation, in goal, David Raya. He hasn't had much to do other than playing out from the back. Well, not even playing, passing out from the back. Keeping clean sheets. He kept his 100th clean sheet in his 100 league appearance in his career. So congratulations to Mr. Raya on that part. Other than that, he hasn't had a real serious save to make of recently. So David Raya in goal, and rightfully so. The back 4, Benjamin White. Defensively, he's not as bad as what some Arsenal fans make him out to be. Offensively, he's effective in that part of the argument. He gets forward, puts in a wicked crossing, does what it says in the tin, really, and he's one of the best, if not the best, right backs in the league right now. The centre-half pairing, the best centre-half pairing in the division, hands down. William Saliba, for me, going to be an accomplished French international centre-half. He's going on to be world-class, without a shadow of a doubt. And he will be linked with the likes of the PSG or the Barcelona or Real Madrid, for that matter. He goes from strength to strength. Agility in the air, pace, recovery-wise. He's got the lot, and so unique and comfortable with the ball at his feet. He starts the game alongside Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. For me, tough, rugged, no-nonsense centre-half. If there's a challenge to be made, he won't shy away from making that challenge. He'll put his point across and let the attacker know that he's in the game. Other than that, he's definitely been our best defender in best centre-half in the last 12 months, if not 18 months. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. Left back, Jakub Kiwior. Recently, he has been a solid addition to the team. Does what it says in the tin. Defends crosses. He defends crosses. Defends his set pieces. And that's what a defender's been taught to do. Firstly, you defend. Offensively, he gives Martinelli more confidence to thrive down the wing in front of him. When he starts at left back, for me, the way that he's been performing, he deserves his flowers and deserves to keep Zinchenko out of the team. With all due respect to Mr. Zinchenko. The midfield three, Jorginho starts in the pivot for me. Very intelligent footballer. Maybe not the most physical of statuesque midfield players. Maybe not physically built as a 6'5", 6'6" athletic midfield player. But one thing with him, he'll give you quality on the ball, especially controlling the game. He knows where to dictate the ball. He knows where he can control the midfield, and that is something he's been doing recently very well. He allows the two players in front of him, the two other attacking midfield players in front of him, to do what they need to do with a freedom and license. The midfielder on the left-hand side to him would be Declan Rice for me. He starts in that number 6, number 8 role. He can play the number 8 role, very effective. Made a late run to in the box to get Arsenal's 5th goal. That is the tribute we pay to Declan Rice. That's what he's all about. Shout out to another viewer. If that's you, again, or a different viewer, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I've just picked Declan Rice to start this game in the team that I would go with. The player on the right-hand side to Jorginho in the 3, Martin Odegaard, our club captain, although I believe Declan Rice should be our club captain. I'm having Martin Odegaard in that respect due to the fact that he has shown great great agility. Not just agility, great technique on the ball. And he was an absolute 10 out of 10 masterclass performance on Monday night against Sheffield United. Pressing, whether linking up play with Saka or linking up play with Kai Havertz, his link up play and his position is getting a lot better, and I hope he does get a lot better. He's understanding in the role as a number 10. He seems to acknowledge it a lot more, and long may that continue. The front three, Bukayo Saka, brilliant on Monday. Beat his fullback on the outside, got the cross in that led to the own goal. Definitely should have, or maybe unlucky not to score in the first 2 minutes of the game. Definitely caused the fullback all ends of problems, and I thought he put in a brilliant 45 minutes against Sheffield United. Long may that continue today. Gabriel Martinelli, of course, all ends of problem, got his goal via the deflection, but his pace always worried the Sheffield United fullback on the other side. That's their right back, and I feel that whoever plays right back for Brentford, if Gabriel Martinelli is really up for running at a defender, he can really cause a problem there as well. Up top, I'll tell you something, Kai Havertz starts for me. He has potentially, more than potentially, found his position as a false number 9, if not stroke killer number 9. For me, he seems to be learning the game in that position. He's showing a lot of presence based on the fact that he's, what can I say? He's based on the fact that he's putting pressure on the defender on the ball. He's opposing himself more in the game, running down the channels as well, pulling that defenders out of position just for him to run down the channels and cause an extra problem there. And that's what we want. And very competitive in the air as well. That is exactly what we want. And fine finishing against Sheffield United. Kai Havertz starts for me. And I've always been one of his biggest critics. And I can't deny that I'm a big fan of Kai Havertz, because I'm not overly convinced. But what he's doing right now, I have to give him massive credit. Kai Havertz starts. Right. Let me get to the 9 substitutions. Aaron Ramsdale, I mean, there is rumours and speculations about his future with the club. However, no, what have I done? David Raya cannot start today. So Aaron Ramsdale's in the first team today. So I apologise to all viewers who are watching this. I've got it wrong. Aaron Ramsdale is starting this game today. David Raya cannot play against his parent club. So on the bench, it's going to have to be Carl Hein, the Estonian goalkeeper. Renarsson will not even be considered. He was never going to be considered for this game or any future Arsenal fixture. So I'm going to go with Carl Hein. Substitute number 2. Oh, I've got to think this through. I wish it could be Timber. I wish it could be Tomiyasu. Oh, centre halves. We got Jakub Kivia, who could cover for Gabriel, but he's playing. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is so damn tough. This is so damn tough. I'm going to go with Raul Walters. Again, he's another rookie from the academy. He can play right back as far as I know. Not versatile as such. And who knows when he's going to get his big break. We don't expect it to be today. And the team that's playing well in the last 6-7 games, you wouldn't want him to come in and have a couple of bad touches which will affect his performances. So I'm going to go with oh goodness me, I'm going to go with Raul Walters on the bench as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to go with Takahiro Tomiyasu on the bench. If he's fit enough to make the bench, then I'm having him on the bench. Tomiyasu for me. Versatile, yes. His best position, in my humble opinion, is right back. That's where his best position is. And if he's fit, I'll welcome him back, but onto the bench. Thomas Partey, substitute number 4. For me, he looked a little rusty in that Sheffield United game. Didn't do too bad in terms of distributing the ball. But again, I'm only going with I'm going with a team that destroyed Sheffield United without even going into second gear in the second half. They all round destroyed Sheffield United when it should have been 10. We all know that. I'm going to go with Thomas Partey on the bench. He's coming back to full fitness, and that's where we want him at. And the less of the injuries, the better. Substitute number 5. Oh, can't be Zinchenko. I ain't got no cover that left back. Right back. Tomiyasu can cover there. Centre half, that's where I've got another problem. Even though Timber was bought there. Substitute number 5. Let's look at the midfield area. Mohamed El Neni, substitute number 5. Honest midfield professional footballer, of course. An Egyptian international. I just don't think he'll be at the club next season, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. However, he does a job. He does what it says on the tin. Recycles the ball well, whether it's backwards or sideways. He still recycles the ball well, and doesn't play beyond his beliefs or means. Mohamed El Neni on the bench. Substitute number 6, Emil Smith Rowe. A guy who's coming back to full fitness, even though he has been criticised for putting a timber or 2 on. But I still think he can play an integral part in the team, especially as a substitution. Get my words out in a minute. So that's Emil Smith Rowe. Fabio Vieira on the bench for me. I feel that he's effective in a number 8-10 role. Physically, he is not the most strongest of players. But one thing you'll get with him, with space, the ball at his feet, in space, should I say, he can affect the game. And he does play some neat stuff, especially those through balls. Fabio Vieira on the bench for me. Substitute number 8, Leandro Trossard. For me, he could start this game today. He could start this game on the bench, but I'm going to have him on the bench for me. I feel that he can come. He's the only one. I feel like he's the only one who can make a real impact, the impact that we want him to make. So I'm going to have him on the bench. Substitute number 9, Gabriel Jesus. I think that's just. I think having Jesus instead of Nketiah on the bench. I mean, that's justifiable for me. I feel that he can bring on. I think he can make an impact of his own from the bench, and that's where I want him to be. Maybe coming off from the bench because Kai Havertz has performed wonders in that number 9 role. All right, he might be classed as a false 9, but he is performing as a number 9 striker. An honest performance from him in that respect. So yeah, Jesus on the bench. So if you just tuned in, I've already named my starting 11 that I'll go with for today's game against Brentford. I've named the 9 substitutions for the game against Brentford. And also, the formation is a 4-3-3. So that brings it to a conclusion. So what a pleasure it is to do this live stream review on StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard, yeah? So ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And saving the best to last, I thank you so much for putting up with me, as you already do. And yes, I'm in Arsenal colours. It's a sore eyes for the shock. Anyway, do look after your friends. Make sure you look after your families and do look after yourself, which is always important. More peace, more love, more blessings again. And from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly, just remember we're going to chat again, yeah? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please do all of that for me to help me grow my channel. And I hope you give you the best content I can produce within this platform. And one more thing, yeah? Please just be nice. Do make sure you be nice, and I mean it. Cheers.